Hey, it's me again. This is the last lesson about animals. In this case, we are going to focus on the dragon, and we are going to learn how to draw a Chinese dragon. So, which are the characteristics of the dragon? Dragons are smart, strong, deceptive, unpredictable, and powerful. All these characteristics describe the dragon style. As you can see, the dragon claw is slightly similar to a mudra, which is a spiritual and symbolic gesture performed with the hands and fingers using several arts like yoga, tai chi, and so on. Pay attention to the martial artists we have here on the screen and the position of their hands. Great, let's get started. Here we have some references of statues of Chinese dragons. What we are going to do is divide the dragon in main parts. So the head is formed by a main circle, the space between the eyebrows, two parts for the mouth, and thick fur on the head. Then the body is similar to the snake's shape. Regarding the limbs, the arms would have a humanoid shape, but with the claws quite open, while the legs will be more similar to animals, although the claws are the same. There are also additional details like the fur, which is quite thick, the horns, and a sort of mustache. Some Chinese dragons have back legs while others don't. Here I'm making a sketch of a dragon and differentiating the main body parts so that you can see which are the main geometrical shapes. For now, just pursue simplicity. It is later, when looking for a reference image to make the final illustration, when we'll focus on adding details. As you can see, the body is similar to snake, and in the head we find the parts I just mentioned. Regarding the claws, you can make them as you prefer, even when you draw the fingers separately and open, as if they were a lotus flower. In this case, you are free to draw the body of the dragon as you prefer. As it's quite similar to snake, you can curl it up the way you like. Let's get started. Okay, let's begin with the dragon poses. In the first image, the practitioner has the hand widely open. This is the main element when making the dragon pose, the claws. Apart from this, there are other characteristics that must be reflected on dragon poses. Dragon poses are gracefully majestic, powerful, and above all, strong. As we saw in previous lessons, remember that in order to make the sketches, you have to go from broad to specific. It's also important to keep in mind the action lines. We talked about them in lesson 4, remember? That way you'll manage to do a quick sketch of the characters without obsessing about in-blocks, anatomic elements, and the drawing of the uniform. Let's follow the same basic steps for the following poses. In this one, we see the same man than before, practicing the dragon style. Why do I know this? Well, there's a very important clue, the position of the hands as well as the facial expression. As I mentioned before, attitude is very important. Have a look at the expression of this martial artist. It can be observed that he is identified with a dragon and feels it inside him. This is crucial when practicing Kung Fu, so if you are ever to practice Kung Fu, you will need to put yourselves in the animal's shoes. Otherwise, if you're drawing Kung Fu poses, like in this case, the poses must reflect the animal you're representing. To finish with, we have this character over here, which is the same than before. We're going to try to represent each of the poses using quick strokes. After that, we are going to highlight in black the details. Remember that dragon poses are the most difficult ones. Why? Because it's the highest level within the Kung Fu rank. Therefore, If you want to learn the dragon style, you need to improve and level up. Here you have all the poses in this canvas. So, this has been the basic Confuse styles. There are many more, but these are the main ones. In the next lesson, we'll be making the sketch of the 2 characters we chose. Hope you liked the lesson, and see you in the next one. Bye!